Hey there, friends. My name is Eric. I'm one of the pastors here in the Big Orchard family located here in Oxford, Mississippi. And as always, grateful for some time to share with you today as we continue in our reading plan and our journey of the Gospel of Matthew. And today we're going to be in Matthew 20. And I want to share with you a couple thoughts from my favorite story in this chapter where Jesus heals these two blind men. And it's not a long story, so I'm going to go ahead and read it and share a couple observations, some questions that I think every one of us needs to consider today and at any point in our journey with Jesus. Verse 29 here, as Jesus and the disciples left the town of Jericho, a large crowd followed behind. Two blind men were sitting beside the road. When they heard that Jesus was coming that way, they began shouting, "Lord, Son David, have mercy on us." "Be quiet," the crowd yelled at them. But they only shouted even louder, "Lord, Son of David, have mercy on us." When Jesus heard them, he stopped and called, "What do you want me to do for you?" "Lord," they said, "we want to see." Jesus felt sorry for them and touched their eyes. Instantly they could see. Then they followed him. A couple observations. We know that these two guys have somewhat of a Jewish background. They had heard story upon story, all probably from the early days of their youth, that there would be this future Messiah, God's Son, Jesus, who would come from the line of King David. But for every story that they had heard about this man named Jesus, this future Messiah, they never could have imagined that he was going to be actually in their neighborhood. You can sense their urgency. They even scream louder and louder and louder. They want to get to Jesus. Now, in the pursuit of getting to Jesus, their optimism is felt with great opposition. People are selfish. They're saying, "Listen, stop yelling, stop yelling." But that doesn't stop them. Friends, I think one of the big questions maybe we have to ask today, I know I'm asking it, are what are kind of the obstacles or the things that are maybe hindering me from being able to hang out with Jesus? And how am I willing to fight through every one of those things, knowing that I gotta get to this man that they have heard about their whole lives, that he would make all the difference? Now, I can't imagine this next thing that sticks out to me, but stop to consider, put yourselves in these men's shoes. If Jesus, the God of the universe, came to you today and said, "What do you want me to do for you?" Can you imagine that question? Would you answer it? Would you answer it with a level of sincerity and honesty? What do you need Jesus to do for you? And now they answer very honestly, "We want to see." And the scriptures declare that Jesus felt sorry for them. Well, that's what our translation says. Some translations say compassion. But this word compassion or sorry, in the Greek, it's kind of a really a fancy word. It's splagnizo, which essentially only happens about 12 times in all of the Bible, but it means gut-wrenching compassion. You know, the Greeks believed that our emotions didn't happen from our heart or mind, but rather it came from our gut or intestines. That's why we say phrases like, "It just felt right in my gut." But splagnizo, or this gut-wrenching compassion, doesn't just simply say, "I feel sorry for you." It says, "I want to do something for you." And so Jesus leans in, hears their request, wants to do something for them, and they're healed. Incredible. The big thing that I get challenged about from today's word is just this simple kind of bottom line. This question: do I trust that the God of the universe, who wants to actually hear how I'm doing, what I actually need, will step in and give me exactly what I need? I want to say that again. Do I trust that the God of the universe, who wants to hear my needs, will step in and give me what I truly need? Now, sometimes the things that we bring before God, maybe it does match out that we get that exact thing that we needed or vocalized to him. Maybe on the flip side, he gives us something else, but it's the exact thing that we need. These two men have 100% crystal clear vision, long before they could ever see that Jesus makes all the difference, that he cares for them, and he wants to work and move through their greatest needs. Do we believe that today? Friends, it's my hope and prayer that you do. Now, this story always reminds me of my favorite quote from Helen Keller. Many of you maybe know her story, obviously a woman who was blind herself, but she said these very just powerful words. She said, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Friends, may we be a people who can see with 100% vision, clarity, and sight that Jesus cares for us and wants to work through everything we bring before him. I hope you have an amazing day. We'll chat soon. Thanks.